What's up, guys? This is your boy Quinn.
And what's up? I'm Aranda.
And you guys are tuned into Zodiac Mondays.
Make sure you tune in for this next episode because it's going to be super dope.
Hey.
Yeah. Rule number one, never get close. Never ever ever get close, cause you never know where it's gonna go. Rule number two, never go ghost. Never ever ever go ghost. Rule number three, never to the bros, cause there's some stuff they don't need to know. Rule number four, always stay real with your foes, cause they ride it till they can't no more. Toxic describing my everything.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Zodiac Mondays. I am your host, Aranda.
And I'm your co-host, Quinn, also known as Soul Stallion.
We appreciate y'all coming back and tuning in with us. Today we got something special for you. But first, Quinn, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. And I'm glad to be back with everybody. But my week was pretty good. I had a few realizations. I think I had an Ayana moment.
Okay.
But yeah, I had a good week. You know, when you have those moments where you realize certain things about yourself, you know, in that first instance, it can be a little rough because you know, you're like, oh, dang, I really do that.
I do that, right.
I do that.
Right.
So I had that moment, but it's like you get past it and you move forward. And actually, I don't think it was a coincidence, but I had that moment on the new moon, on the night of the new moon, on Wednesday night. So I feel great. I feel like I have broken through something that was sort of like holding me back emotionally. And you know, certain things will hold you back and you don't sort of realize it.
Right.
But I had to dive deep and figure some things out, but it's really good. I'm happy. I feel great, actually. Good. I feel great, for real.
So self-realization.
Yeah, self-realization. You know what I'm saying? Doing that shadow work, what they call it, you know. So my week was pretty good. How about yours?
It's actually very well. I've actually been prepping myself for my first pop-up shop.
That's what's up, pop-up shop.
Right, exactly. Here in Atlanta. So, and like I said, it's my first one. So I don't know really what to expect. But I will say that I don't have high expectations. I'm really just, you know, I'm excited about meeting new people, making those connections, and actually being able to showcase my work in front of, you know, new people. Right. So really that's what I'm excited about. Like, I'm good with that. So hopefully it goes well. It will go well.
Right, it will go well. And that's the beautiful thing, because it's like you are really, once we get to a space where we're able to show people our gifts and our talents, we really step into our purpose. So it's like, I really feel like you really are stepping into your purpose, friend. And it's like things are going to start to align for you because you are stepping into your purpose. So
right. And I know on a prior episode, we talked a lot about synchronicities with numbers and stuff. So I've been still seeing a lot of those from the end of last year all the way up to yesterday. You know, so I pretty much feel that I am on the right path. And as long as I'm sticking to what I'm doing, something's just kind of guiding me. And, you know, those angels are just pretty much watching over me, telling me that I'm good. Yeah. So I feel good about that. So my week was great.
That's what's up. Okay, we both had some good weeks then. You know, we had some great weeks, you know. And even though, you know, we might have ups and downs and things like that, the great thing about being a true alchemist is being able to turn anything into gold.
For sure.
And so that is the beautiful thing. We don't have bad days. We have hard times, but we don't have bad days because we are able to turn our bad situations into gold.
Yes. I feel like more people should look into being an alchemist.
Yes.
That's the way to go. You won't carry so much weight on yourself and be so stressed out all the time.
Right. Be a magician. Yeah. Be a magician. When those hard situations come, manipulate the heck out of those hard situations.
Right, for sure.
Turn them into what you need them to do for you. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Make them work for you.
Right. For sure.
So it's like, manipulate that hard situation. Turn it into gold. Gotcha. I don't have bad days. I can turn this shit into gold.
Lovely. That's lovely. Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and step into the weekly forecast. You want to start us out?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead. And I'll start out with the water signs. And we're going to be talking about the Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancers.
For sure.
So with the water signs, you are going to have a great start to your week. It's going to be a great time for new beginnings. it's just going to be a great time for you to have that energy where you can start new ideas and new projects. But also, a lot of times what we do as water signs, because I am a Scorpio, as water signs, we do get washed under the current of emotions. And what we do sometimes is, if we do know that we have a blessing or a breakthrough that's coming through, sometimes we get too anxious or we get too lost in our desires, where we might create another situation that might be detrimental to us reaching our goal.
Right.
So it's just basically like knowing that you are about to be blessed, or knowing that something good is coming your way, and stop worrying about it and be patient, basically.
Yes.
That patience is key. I feel like the God universe understands vibration. So, we're not looking, the universe / God is not looking at what you're going through. It's looking at how are you responding to it. So what vibrations are you putting out? So if you are going through a hard time and you know better is coming, start putting out those better vibrations, because the universe is looking at that. And you got to show and prove. Show and prove that you're worthy. Ask for what you want. Be specific about what you want. But try not to be too anxious and not get washed under the current of emotions because you're anxious about what's ahead. Be patient. That's the goal. Be patient. Patience is key.
It is key.
So that's what I have for the water signs.
And that's funny because it's the same, pretty much the same for the air signs. So for the air signs, guys, we have Libras, we have Aquarius, and we also have Geminis. Okay, so for this week for you guys is you have big breakthroughs in major projects that you've been working on, but also like you stated, it's all about having that patience too, and not rushing yourself. Because of course, when you rush things, they sometimes don't come out the way that you expected or wanted them to come out. So everything is there for you. Just be patient, and you're going to probably you will have a lot of younger people looking up to you as well and asking you questions. Okay, so just be prepared for that. Just know that people are watching you. That's a big thing. Even with a lot of us, we don't realize, even with social media and the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, that people are watching your every move.
They're watching every move.
Your every move. So make sure that everything you're doing it intentional. So just having that positive, putting those things out there that you want, asking for positive things, because you will receive those. So that's pretty much it for the air signs this week.
I love that. I love that you spoke about being intentional, because it's so important to be intentional. Be intentional about everything you do. Sure. And I realized that's something that I also realized over the past week is about getting lost in your desires. A lot of times we're so lost in our desires that we forget about what really matters. And I think that what's going on in the world and everything, and what we're seeing, is bringing us back from being lost in our desires. Because we all are starting to realize the things that we sort of put value on in the past, that stuff is not even going to matter anymore, especially now. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that. And so I'll go right into the earth signs. And so earth signs, this week, you also are going to have a good start to your week. Be open to change. I know a lot of the earth signs, we are, you guys are sort of stubborn and you sort of get stuck into your routine, but be open to change, because sometimes we might miss out on good opportunities or that perfect opportunity to make that perfect change in our lives for us, because we're so stuck in a routine or something like that. So great possibilities are open out there for you guys, earth signs, but be open to change. Don't be too stuck into their routine. And also, by the end of the week, you'll also be able to flourish as far as materialization, because earth signs, you guys love the fancy things and material things, and this would be a great time for you guys to go shopping and sort of splurge a little bit on making yourself feel good. That'll be a great time to do all that. So that's what I have for the earth sign. Okay,
great. Sounds good. Okay, guys, so last but not least, we have the fire signs. So for the fire signs, we have Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. For you guys, it's going to be more based, this week, it's going to be more based on relationships, right? So a lot of things are, when in your personal relationships, even when it comes to family or, girlfriend, boyfriend type of relationships, either they're going to come to an end or they're going to be taken to the next level, right? This week you're probably going to be feeling a lot more sensitive than usual too, right? Which for fire signs, a lot of y'all, I feel, because my sister is an Aries, my mom is a Leo.
Okay.
Right, so they are emotional too, but they hide a lot of their feelings too. They have their certain ways of kind of, you know, showing that they're in their moods or whatever. But good things can come out of that, right? But just make sure that you pay attention to your emotions, guys, this week, and everything's gonna be okay. It's all good. We go through it all. So.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I love that. I love that. So I hope everybody has a great week this week. That was the weekly forecast for you guys. I hope everybody was able to get a takeaway.
For sure.
And I guess we'll go right into entertainment.
Okay, I'm with it.
So, okay. So I guess our first topic on entertainment is Plies. Plies.
He's giving me daddy-ish now. So if y'all don't know, Plies is a rapper, right? He has finally taken out his gold teeth, right? I've actually, and he's a nice looking man, but those gold teeth did kind of, now that he has a nice smile, you can tell that the gold teeth were kind of holding him back a little bit, right? But that was his thing. That was his thing. That was gold teeth.
Yeah, that was his signature. You know, now he don't look like his breath stain.
Right.
So...
But you're right, because I said the same thing.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm from the South. I know I've seen many people with a lot of gold teeth in their mouth. I like slugs, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having a slug or two.
Yeah. Is that the one just with the two?
Yeah, if you have like one gold tooth, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you know, with your whole mouth full of gold, you know, I don't know. But he does look good now.
He does. They did a great job. I'm so happy.
They did a great job. I don't know if he went and seen Dr. Heavenly or...
He seen somebody in the heavens because it looks good. Like, it looks really, really good. I'm so proud. Because I saw actually a few months ago where somebody had commented and was like, you know, Plies, what's up, man? Like, you making money. Why your gold teeth still look like that? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They was looking a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? But he got it handled. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And he's a Cancer, right?
He is a Cancer.
He's a Cancer. He's a Cancer. So he's a water sign.
It's funny because I want to know his moon and his rising because he's a freak. And I don't really know no Cancers to be no freaks.
Yeah,
but maybe,
he is a freak. He is a freak.
Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't know. But,
I don't know. But yeah, he is a Cancer. But I'm happy that he got his regular, he's showing his regular teeth. He's showing his regular teeth.
Sure.
It's like I said, things are getting back to basics. Like everybody is finding what really matters.
Yes.
It's like there's no need to be fancy. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are finding their roots again.
Right.
It's like there's no need to be all that flashiness and
people
all
are going more within.
Yes.
So what makes me look and feel better? Right.
Right.
And I feel like that's what he did. He probably was like, you know what? I'm tired of looking like this. I don't care about these goals anymore. I don't care about looking good. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this. I want to look good for me. So let me go ahead and get my teeth fixed and get situated so I can feel sexy.
Right.
And I feel like that's what he did.
A sexy grown man.
Exactly.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man. For sure. Okay, that's what's up.
So I guess next on entertainment, we have we're going to talk about MLK, Martin Luther King.
Okay, for sure.
And he was a Capricorn.
Okay, his birthday was last Monday, right?
No,
it's this Monday.
This Monday. Today.
Exactly. So happy birthday, MLK. Happy birthday.
Yes, today is MLK's birthday. So everybody's off work.
Some people still talk about they have to go to work. I feel like that's crazy.
Right. I think it was a choice for us at my job. It's like it was like a either you take MLK Day or you swap it out for another day or something like that. So it was a choice for us, but I definitely took off.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that. Give a nigga a holiday. I'm taking off work.
Yeah. Do they pay y'all for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
So you off work on Monday or today?
I'm out because I'm always out on Monday. And I would, but if I wasn't, I would have took off too. So yeah, for sure, I'm gonna represent. Yeah.
So how do you feel as far as about Martin Luther King and all everything that he did for Black people and all of that? How do you feel about it and everybody celebrating his day and things?
Well, first off, I'm gonna say that what he did was major. So just us having a black person as a leader is what we've always needed. So him taking on that role and doing all, the major things that he did for us, that's awesome. Like, you can't forget MLK, right?
Right.
Some people may have their mixed feelings about the type of direction that he may have put us in, but his intentions were good.
Right.
Right. So I congratulate him. I will always celebrate MLK, MLK Day to the end. So much love to him for that. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right, and I love it because he's like we said, he is a Capricorn, and so that explains why he was so grounded, and he was so structured, and all of that, and he had the routine. He he had that logical thought. That's straight up Capricorn.
Yeah, that's
the Earth sign.
They're very structured.
Yes. He was so logical about his thought and things like that. So that was what I loved about MLK. I actually asked my mom, my grandma, and things like that about if they remember Martin Luther King. Of course, my mom, she was maybe like 1 or 2 when he died. Okay. So she don't remember anything too much about him. But, I like MLK, and I love all the things that he's done for black people. I really do, and I appreciate everything that he's done. And I think the beautiful thing about it is black people have always been able to take scraps and turn it into something to make it our own.
Exactly.
And I think that's the beautiful thing about it. And what's even more beautiful now is black people are waking up even more and becoming more powerful to where we're not just taking what is being given to us and making it our own. We're actually creating our own.
Sure.
So now we're walking into a space where we're creating our own ideas. We are not just taking your ideas and forming them into what makes it work for us, but we're creating our own. We're creating our own lane. So I think that is beautiful. And I really, like you said, I really appreciate everything that Martin Luther King did. I appreciate his voice. He united black people. And I think that if anything else, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
he united black people. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I hope everybody else is off for MLK Day and having a good time.
For sure.
And I know leading up to MLK Day, everybody is talking about the people going to the capitals of every state and protesting like they did at the Capitol in D.C.
Right.
So how do you feel about that, friend? This week's supposed to be, a lot going on this week.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's going to be hectic, but I feel like if you're not in it, like if you don't place yourself in it, then it's just going to be another day. Like, I feel like it's been so much going on, like even with the Capitol, what happened at the Capitol, I feel like, not to make it a race thing, but I feel like it was a lot of black people at the house just laughing at them folks. Because they was making a fool of themselves.
They were making a fool of themselves. We were completely laughing.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what it's going to be probably times 10. Like, we really probably just going to look at them because I feel like that's their battle. You get what I'm saying? That's their battle. I feel like a lot of us who have already been in a certain situation, now we're trying to figure out different ways to go about this. We're more focused on what we got going on in our personal lives, trying to elevate and get to the next level. We don't care about what's going on in the Capitol and with these rules, laws, and all this stuff going on that y'all out there protesting about. Like, I feel like it's just about completely separating yourself from the madness. And that's just it. Like,
one thing about it is, and I feel you just made the gears in my mind turn. One thing about it is black people, we've been in the same position since forever. So it's like too much hasn't changed for us. Yeah, just because 1 or 2 people might become billionaires, we might see 1 or 2 more black billionaires than we did in the 90s. Black people have been in the same position. So it's like, we really can't focus on you breaking into the Capitol and all of that when we wait for our check next week. So it's like, we out here, living our life, putting things together.
Right.
We don't have time. We really don't have the time to worry about certain things that they have the privilege to worry about or the privilege to even care about.
Right.
We can't care about certain things.
For sure.
If I take too much time caring about or somebody else takes too much time caring about what's going on with what they got going on, their children not going to eat.
For sure. But even with a lot of us, we see past a lot of this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even knowing that a lot of the stuff is orchestrated, a lot of this stuff is put together. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that makes it even more funny. Like, wow,
Right.
like it's just like an entertainment type thing. Yeah, like it's just like man, come on, this is a joke. Really, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
complete joke.
It's a complete joke. And they've been putting stuff together for a while now. A lot of this stuff that you see on TV has been it's been put together. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, man, I honestly just can't even take it serious.
Right. You really can't. You really can't. Then it's like, I think for me, it's sort of like you can't put something in front of me and just expect me to believe anything.
Right.
Like, no, you can't do that. Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson and his children, you can't make me believe that. You can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff doesn't make sense.
Because you use your own mind.
You use your own mind. Yeah. So it's like certain things are common sense. Mm-hmm. And it's like we have to wake up and realize that a lot what we see and what we have are things that they have allowed us to see. Mm-hmm. So I want everybody to be conscious of that. A lot of things that you are seeing is what you are allowed to see.
Right.
Realize that what we don't want, what they don't want us to see, we don't see it.
Right.
Or they take it away just like that.
Right.
So the things that are happening because they are being allowed to happen.
Right.
Because if they didn't want this crap to happen, it wouldn't happen.
Just like on the news, it's so much they could talk about, right? Mm-hmm. It's so much positive or something that, uplifting or informational stuff that really could change our lives that they could talk about.
Right.
But they don't. They talk about killings and people robbing, like all the negative stuff. That's why the news is so depressing. And it's just like, so that's just going based off of, they show us what they want us to see.
They show us what
they not. But, and how ironic that all of this is happening during this Aquarian, Aquarian age that we're going through, right? And it just started, and all of this is going on. And we still in January.
Right.
We're still in January.
We're still in January, and it's like I said last episode, it just shows a testament to what we have going on in the inside of us as well. Right. Because, like I said, I am, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are. If you haven't realized it yet, we all are going through this process of eradicating the old way of thinking and the old way of living and the old way of doing things. We are all going through that right now.
Right.
So it's like what's happening on the outside is also happening in the inside of us.
Right.
So it's like, we are creating our own reality. We are.
But it's all going to basically end well. You know what I'm saying? Like, because these are new beginnings that are starting for all of us. Right. And I just feel like it's so much positive coming. If you can separate yourself from all of this stuff that they're showing us and trying to put in front of our faces, because that's all it is a distraction, right? If you can separate yourself from that, then you're good. Mm-hmm. You're good. Like you said, just go within. It's so much that we have going on, and once we fix the things that are within, you create your reality, right? So you can't dish out nothing but good. Right.
Exactly.
So that's the key point, is to go internally, switch things around, and that's what your environment will be filled with, is just positive things. So,
Right. Yeah. That's what's up. Did we have any other topics for entertainment, friend?
I honestly think that was it. Because I wanted to talk about how the man that went in the Capitol and sat his feet up on that table, how all he got was house arrest.
That man got house arrest.
But it's not surprising, right? So it's nothing to even really make me mad, or, a lot of people mad. It's just like, wow. Like, it's just another thing just to make you be like, you know what?
Right.
This is what we're dealing with.
To put his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk, and all he got is house arrest. But then I was reading something else where they were saying that he was in jail or something, and he was requesting that he got all organic food or something like that. It's crazy. It's a lot going on.
That's so interesting, but
yeah, like they say he was complaining that he only eats organic food, and that was his diet. So,
but you act like that. That's so, it's contradicting, because honestly I feel like anybody that's on a plant-based diet or eating organic food, I feel like that's supposed to, like, I feel like, no, you are what you eat. So the way that you act, and you act like you eat McDonald's hamburgers is what you act like. You know what I'm saying?
Right, walking around with a fox on his head.
Right, for real.
So I don't understand what he's talking about, organic or any of
Yeah, that's wild. Ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. But we making it through, friends. We making it through, and we encourage everybody to just find your happy place and stay grounded. For everybody, just find your happy place, stay grounded. Don't buy too much into what's going on. Create your own reality. Create your own life. Like I said, it's time for us to basically get back to basics. What our values are. What do you really value? Really think about that. Think about what do you really value at your core. Because what you really value at your core doesn't consist of Gucci, or it doesn't consist of driving the newest car, or it doesn't consist, what we are at our core doesn't consist of all of that.
Right.
I remember growing up with no, being outside my brother and my cousins with no electronics.
Yes.
We were playing hide and go seek.
Yes.
We were playing freeze tag. We were sitting on the back of the trunk of the car watching other cars drive by. That was a pastime for us. And so it's like we have to get back to doing the things that we naturally like to do and extracting ourselves from being so caught up in the desires of the world. Stop desiring the things of the world, because if you want to it's going to be a place where if you want to continue to go after the desires of the world, you're going to have to compromise yourself. And we've been watching everybody compromise themselves for years just for the desires of the world. And that's starting to look weird. It looks like weirdos now.
Right. And somebody was on my timeline just real quickly, was talking about having a vision even when it comes to your friendships. And it hit me. I was like, oh, that actually makes sense. So like like for instance, in our friendship, right? If I don't have a vision for our friendship, it's kind of like, okay, so what are we doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's being intentional.
It's being intentional, right?
That is being intentional.
So that's another thing, guys. When it comes to the people that you hang around, who you consider your friends, have a vision for your friendship. Like, because really that's all that in life. I feel like love and relationships, that's what matters. That's what life is about. So if you have no vision when it comes to that, then it's just like, we wasting time.
Right.
So all the relationships that don't mean nothing, scratch them, but let that shit up, right? So it's just time to elevate, really.
Yep. So we're glad that you guys tuned in. We can talk all day. We can. This could be a 2-hour-long episode if we kept talking. Right. But we're glad that you guys tuned in. We're glad that everybody is watching. This is episode 9, episode 9. So yeah, this is episode 9. We're glad that everybody is tuning in. We're happy. Like we said last episode, we got a lot of great things coming. Stay tuned. Continue to watch us. Like I said, like we've been saying, send us your questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us. Go to LUL Magazine 13 on Instagram and DM your questions, or you can DM your questions to my co-host Aranda here.
Aboriginal the brand on Instagram. Check me out. Check out that merch too. Right.
She has a pop-up shop coming up on today.
On
Sunday. Well, yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, still, shop. Shop with my friends. Shop with the co-host. Shop with us. So we're going to have a lot of great things going on. You can also DM me at Soul Stallion on Instagram as well. So send us your questions and check out the hoodies on LUL Magazine 13.
They have some dope new hoodies. Check those out.
They have some dope new hoodies, so check those out.
Caps too.
So yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in, and you guys have a great week.